Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Great League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Beedrill. Had to run some fun stuff, beginning of Season 11 of Pokemon Go Battle League. And my goodness, is this team a fun team. Not completely spice, as each of these three Pokemon on this team can do some things in the Great League for sure. They're not hyper meta, they're not Registeel, they're not Trevenant, they're not Stunfisk, but they're fun and they can do some things in the Great League for sure. And it's not often you get to run Beedrill in the Open Great League. But with this season, the interlude season of Pokemon Go Battle League, and having it be the first day, I figured I want to run Beedrill, so we're running Beedrill on the lead. And also on this team, we've got Whiscash. Whiscash will primarily be serving as the safe swap on this team. The purpose of Whiscash is to draw out any potential grass types that may be on the team, maybe draw out a flyer like Skarmory, Mandibuzz, Altaria, and Whiscash having the coverage move of Blizzard paired with the high energy gain fast move of Mudshot makes it a strong safe swap when you draw out those hard counters. If you lose the safe swap, you can come back in with Beedrill because Whiscash is very bulky and very spammy. It can get to those mud bombs extremely fast, and you really want to draw out that grass type so that Lanturn doesn't have to see it. Lanturn is also on this team. It's going to be in the back as the closer. And another bulky water type, just like Whiscash. Wanted to put a little bit of bulk behind Beedrill, as by no means is it squishy, but it has about, I would say, average bulk. So we've got two bulky water types that want nothing to do with the grass types on this team. And Lanturn being electric water and only having access to electric and water type attacks wants nothing to do with any sort of grass type. So the idea is to draw it out with Whiscash and come back in with Beedrill, take it out. That way Lanturn can roam free and have a nice end game from there on out. Very strong team, very good team in terms of team building. I had a blast with it first day. But without further ado, we're going to dive right into this first battle. Had so much fun running Beedrill in the Great League. You love to see it. Let's see what we have. Jellicent. Not a good lead for us, as they do resist our fast move pressure and our bug type charge move. So we're going to swap in the Whiscash. And they meet us with a Stunfisk. Holy smokes. That is not an answer to Whiscash, guys. Stunfisk loses pretty hard to Whiscash, and they're going for a Rock Slide. Oh my goodness, they're Rock Sliding a ground type. Oh, that is not good for them because that is resisted with our ground typing. Gonna look to get off the first Mud Bomb. They can let it go through. They can, from full health, a Stunfisk can tank two Mud Bombs, but not too comfortably because it does get pretty low. And Whiscash, for those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it is extremely spammy. It is able to get to these mud bombs with stab at a very fast rate, and it can become overwhelming if you let it. And we've already grabbed both of the shields. They did build up to a potential earthquake, and that would take us out, but they bait us with a rock slide. That's all right. We do outpace to these super effective mud bombs. Gonna get rid of the Stunfisk and successfully flip switch advantage. We say bye-bye Stunfisk, and they come back in with the Jellicent. And they do get to a move here. They could be a Shadow Ball, but they go Ice Beam. So guys, if you're running Ice Beam and both of your charge moves hit for neutral damage, you always want to go for the one with Stab, which would be Shadow Ball. They are the same energy cost. So we're just going to do as much damage on this Jellicent as we can. Just spamming these neutral Mud Bombs. They do start to add up, and we do get to them very fast. Whiscash putting in the work in the Great League. You love to see it. And because we flipped switch advantage successfully, we can now align align our electric type Lanturn onto the water type Jellicent. Don't care about anything this Jellicent's going to throw at us. Lanturn is a tanky boy, and we're just going to farm it all the way down. And they've got a Registeel in the back. So they had double steel. No wonder they came in with the Stunfisk onto our ground type. You love to see it. We do get off a hard-hitting Hydro Pump, but Registeel is very tanky. And it is effectively within range of a potential drill run from our Beedrill, so we're not going to shield this. But it's Flash Cannon! That is double resisted! Oh my goodness. They're running Flash Cannon on their Registeel. My goodness, that is double resisted with our water electric typing. Gonna put it out of its misery. We say bye-bye Registeel. And who needed Beedrill? Holy smokes, Whiscash and Lanturn going 2v3. You love to see it. Good game. Well played to this battler. My goodness, Lanturn closing the game strong. You love to see it. Had a blast with this team. First day of Season 11. Had a blast. And we are met with a Sunny Cherrim. Very tricky lead, guys, because we're doing super effective with our fast move pressure, and we can hit for super effective with our X Scissor, but they can hit us for super effective with Weather Ball Fire. So, very tricky lead. Even more so because we've got two water types in the back. So, very interesting. But they swap into Talonflame, so that is good. At the time, we kind of panic swapped into Whiscash just, automatically, thinking that it's the safe swap. But it's going to work out for us. And they hit us with a Brave Bird. That's how bulky Whiscash is, guys. For those of you who are new to Pokemon Go Battle League, Whiscash has some very nice bulk. And we're just going to spam Mud Bombs. They have harshly lowered their defense with that Brave Bird. So we're just going to spam off these Mud Bombs and look to farm the Talonflame down. Holy smokes. Whiscash coming in clutch, flipping switch advantage, but we're still not quite out of the woods just yet, guys. This Sunny Cherrim has some loaded energy, so we're going to throw Lanturn in here. We're doing resisted fast move pressure. They're doing super effective. All of our charge attacks are resisted. But we do outbulk this Sunny Cherrim, and they bait us with a Weather Ball. We're calling the baits here. They do have access to Solar Beam, and Solar Beam, I believe, from a Sunny Cherrim would absolutely one-shot us. So that was a pretty gutsy call on the bait. We do grab that shield with a resisted Thunderbolt. That is amazing. Expecting this to be the potential Solar Beam, and it is. We called it correctly. So shields are down, and they make an aggressive play into a Azumarill. And here we go, guys. It is Beedrill time. Beedrill absolutely dominates Azumarill. Gonna look to get off the resisted drill run, and all we need to do is get to back-to-back X Scissors. One for the Azumarill and one for the Sunny Cherrim, and Beedrill is looking pretty good here. We tank that Ice Beam, no problem, guys. We do get to the back-to-back. Gonna get rid of this pesky Azumarill here with a resisted X Scissor. And we've got one loaded for the Sunny Cherrim. This is going to seal the deal for us. Beedrill closing the game strong. You love to see it. We say bye-bye Cherrim. And we say good game. Well played to this battler. Beedrill coming in clutch. If you like what you're seeing, do remember to give the video a like, as that truly is the best way to really help this channel grow. And we are met with an Empoleon on the lead. Not a good lead for us, so we're going to go into Lanturn. Both of our Pokemon in the back are excellent answers to Empoleon, so it's fine. And they come in with a Charm Alolan Ninetales. Okay, guys, so here we go. Team reading. So, if you see an Empoleon on the lead and they swap in an Alolan Ninetales, you can bet the house, guys, that there is a Mandibuzz in the back. This is looking like Zionic's team, that his signature team that he likes to run. And it runs Empoleon lead with Charm, Alolan Ninetales, and Mandibuzz. So we will have to see if that is indeed the team. We're playing out this mid-game matchup here. We want to either take out this Alolan Ninetales and flip switch advantage, or grab that second shield, because we are reading that there is a Mandibuzz in the back, and we know that we're going to have our Whiscash aligned onto that Mandibuzz at some point. So we wanted shields down to potentially land that Blizzard on the Mandibuzz. There it is, right on cue. So what we're going to do is chip this Mandibuzz with a neutral X-Scissor. It's going to do enough neutral damage to get this Mandibuzz within range of a Blizzard along with these poison jabs. So our Beedrill is a bit of dead weight knowing that they have a steel type on their team. So we're going to let this Aerial Ace go. It's not going to KO. Beedrill's not that glassy. And here we go. It is Whiscash time, guys. This is why we wanted to get shields down. They are now absolutely within range of a Blizzard. I'm going to tank this Foul Play, not a big deal. Foul Play does considerably less damage than a potential Hydro Cannon from Empoleon, and here we go. We get to this Blizzard. They could not catch because we threw it in the middle, and we say bye-bye Mandibuzz, and now all they have left is that Empoleon. So this is confirmed. The Zionic team that he likes to run, and was no match for our fun team in the Great League, guys. My goodness, you love to see it. That does not quite KO, but they will not beat us to another Mud Bomb. We get to it before they can get to the Hydro Cannon to take us out. This is going to be absolutely taking out the Empoleon. We say bye-bye, Empoleon, and we say good game. Well played to this battler. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a fun team to have some fun with at the beginning of Season 11, this might just be the team for you. Such a fun team. You love to see it. Fun pick for sure. And they've got a Gengar on the lead. Okay, so not the best lead for us because they triple resist our potential X-Scissors and they're double resisting our fast move pressure. So not the best lead for us. We do grab a shield with a super effective drill run. We're kind of staying in here, but we not really sure what to do. So we're going to shield up this Shadow Punch and catch the second one because they did build up to back-to-back. And catch that on our Lanturn because Whiscash is the best answer to Gengar, and typically you never want to come in with your best answer when you're looking to safe swap, so we go into Lanturn and they're staying in. They do get off a hard-hitting Sludge Bomb. Gengar hits so hard, it is unbelievable. Gonna look to either take out this Gengar or grab that last shield, and we do, so that gives them even more farm. This Gengar is going off on our entire team. This is awful for us, but we do come in with Whiscash. Gonna tank this Shadow Punch. We can tank that, no problem. And they beat us with a Skarmory. So, okay, shields are down. This is why we've got Blizzard on Whiscash for the coverage on the Flyers and the Grass types. It's not going to KO, but it does a decent amount, chunks quite a bit. And we kind of panicked a little bit, hoping that a drill run would be enough or get it low enough to where we could potentially farm down. But that is not happening. This Skarmory is just farming for days on us. We have to shield this. We don't know what they have left in the back, but we can get a little bit of farm on this low health Skarmory here. And we're going to see what they have left in the back. It's a Stunfisk. So we are less than 50% health. It is not going to happen. If we had a little bit more health up against this Stunfisk, we could definitely tank an Earthquake, but this Stunfisk is just too healthy for us to handle. Our poor Beedrill had nowhere to go with this team here. They were running Gengar, Double Steel. Very interesting team. That Gengar did a lot of damage, and they take us out with an Earthquake and take the game. Very well played by them. Good game and fun battle. My goodness, who knew Gengar could put in so much work in the Great League of all leagues? My goodness, you love to see it. Let's see what we have up next here. Deoxys. So this is not too bad. Obviously, they can hit us with massively super effective... Psycho Boost. I wanted to say Psyshock, but we're going to CMP tie them just in case they wanted to grab a shield and dip, and they do, so that's okay. That X-Scissor did so much damage to that very tanky Deoxys. You love to see it. And they make an aggressive play in the Umbreon. So, guys, just so that you know, if you ever run into a Deoxys lead and they safe swap an Umbreon, there's a good chance that there's a Nidoqueen in the back. That is a very popular team comp that a lot of people like to run. But because they came in with the Dark-type Umbreon, we're going to stay right here because Beedrill has the best matchup against Umbreon. We can hit them for super effective X-Scissors, but you would never know that they're super effective because Umbreon is so darn bulky, but it is starting to add up, and we're going to let our Beedrill go down. Beedrill did tons of work on that Deoxys, got it to 50% health, and just about took out this Umbreon. So we're thinking there's a Nidoqueen in the back. So we're going to bring in Lanturn here to get ahead on energy. We're going to go for a very ambitious and aggressive hard farm on the very bulky Umbreon. But we can tank these foul plays all day. Not a problem for Lanturn. Lanturn is very tanky. And we're going for this ambitious farm down. We want to load up on loads of energy, and we're going to look to blast whatever they decide to bring back in. Expecting a Nidoqueen, because like I was saying, that's a very strong and popular team comp, but they come in with Deoxys, so we're going to full send this hard-hitting Hydro Pump with Stab. This will KO, and they let it go. That is amazing, and they've got Talonflame. Okay, that is not a Nidoqueen, but this is all right, guys. This is why we got 2 water types on this team, and Lanturn absolutely dominates Talonflame. It's not even close, but our health is getting very low. We're actually going to shield up this resisted flame charge and really look to chip away at the health on this Talonflame and get to another Thunderbolt, but we're going to catch the second flame charge onto our Whiscash. That, of course, is resisted. And this Talonflame is holding on for dear life to that with that last shield. Gonna look to try and grab it with a potential with a Mud Bomb. That, of course, is resisted with its flying typing. Gonna get to another one. This Talonflame is looking to double up or get as close to Brave Birds as possible. And they are at 100 energy. And they do take us out with a Brave Bird, but their defense has sharply lowered, and we take it out with a super effective Thundershock. My goodness, Lanturn closing the game strong. We didn't even need the Thunderbolt that we banked. We were trying to grab that last shield to get off the Thunderbolt, but it ended up working out in our favor. And that is the end of the first battle of our first set of the video. This team was so much fun. And now we move into the second set of the video. Had a blast with this team, guys. My goodness, such a fun team. And a very well-constructed team, I might say. Let's see what we have. Sableye. Okay, not a great lead for us. But we can hit for some neutral damage with our X-Scissors. So we're going to play this out a little bit before making a play into our Whiscash. We want to tank a foul play so that the Sableye doesn't have tons of energy. We can tank a foul play, not a big deal. Sableye, of course, usually comes paired with some sort of steel type in the back, but we will have to see. We go into Whiscash, and we can tank the foul play, not a problem. Gonna look to take out the Sableye because it does cause some problems for our Beedrill, but they make a play in the Medicham. So, pretty neutral matchup. We neither of us can hit each other for super effective, so it's a very neutral matchup, but that Sableye got our health pretty low, so they're going to look to get off a power-up punch and get that power-up punch train rolling on their Medicham. Going to go for the Blizzard. We did grab a shield with the Mud Bomb bait, so now we're going to go straight for the hard-hitting Blizzard, and we do grab the second shield, so that is amazing. So we've got to come back in with our Beedrill. It is low health, but we are double resisting these boosted counters. Gonna look to get off a neutral X-Scissor. It'll chip away quite a bit on the very bulky Medicham, but we were hoping that they were going to keep farming, but we ended up catching this power-up punch unintentionally onto our Lanturn, but that's okay. Shields are down on their end. This is just another power-up punch. This Medicham is going straight power-up punch. I believe they have maxed out at this point on the number of boosts that they can get from the power-up punch. You can get up to 4. You can raise your attack or defense or lower it by a maximum of 4 stages. So we have to shield something at some point. So we're gonna shield up this next one, and our health is getting very low. So they've got the Sableye. They bring that back in. Gonna look to get rid of it with a Thunderbolt. We are getting extremely low. And I think we just gave up at this point. I think we top left. This try-hard team on day 1 ran through our fun team. What more can you expect? You got a hyper-meta team. Mr. Tryhard got the better of us in that last one, but that is okay, guys. We are having a blast with Beedrill in the Great League. Such a fun team. I had a blast with it. And we met with a Tangrowth on the lead. So, positive lead for us. They can, of course, fight back because it does have access to Rock Slide, and that would hit us for super effective. They did build up to it, so we're going to shield and look to get off a super effective X-Scissor onto this Tangrowth, but not before we load up on energy. Not expecting them to shield this. Expecting them to just lose lead on this Beedrill, and they do. That's okay, but we've got loaded energy, and they've got a Bastiodon in the back, so here we go. This is where the Community Day move of Drill Run comes in handy. Oh, that does quite a bit to the very bulky Bastiodon. Gonna safe swap into Lanturn again because Whiscash is the best answer to Bastiodon, and like I say time and time again, guys, you never want to safe swap into your best option. So tried to get off a Thunderbolt there, but they shield. Makes me wonder what they have in the back. I guess they just want to get off some damage onto our Lanturn, but that's okay. No need to shield that. That does very little to us. And they've got a Medicham in the back. So this is okay. We preserved a lot of health on our Beedrill, and we are now even on shields. They go Power Up Punch there. Gonna look to chip with a Thunderbolt. This, of course, does not KO, but it does do a decent amount of damage on the Medicham, and they're gonna look to counter us down. So we're gonna come back in with Beedrill. Of course, we are double resisting this fast move pressure, and they did build up to a potential Psychic, guys. So we absolutely have to shield this, and that is a good shield. Holy smokes. That would have KO'd a whole family of Beedrills, guys, and we're just going to look to farm it all the way down, knowing that all they have left is that Bastiodon. This is just a power-up punch, not a big deal. And we do get to back-to-back drill runs. Holy smokes, Beedrill going to be taking out the Rock Steel type. Are you kidding me? We grabbed the shield on the first one, and this is absolutely going to be taking out the big bad Bastiodon on the other end. Beedrill taking out Bastiodon in the Great League. You love to see it. You don't get much better than that. Holy smokes. Oh man, that's going to be yet another good game. Well played to this battler. How about Beedrill closing the game strong? If you like what you're seeing so far, do give the video a like, as that truly is the best way to really help this channel grow. And let's see what we have. Gothitelle, very interesting, fun pick, but that confusion is super effective. And we go into our Whiscash safe swap, and I'm gonna look to play this out. Whiscash is so spammy, getting to that Mud Bomb at a very fast rate. I know that this thing runs Rock Slide, and I believe Psychic or Psyshock. I'm not too sure, but they go Rock Slide. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a Psychic type attack, but it was just the Rock Slide. We resist that, so we know that that's what they're running. And gonna look to get off another Mud Bomb, but they decide to shield. Very interesting. Gothitelle is actually pretty darn bulky, guys, if you're unfamiliar. Not a common Pokemon. Love the spice. Love to see it. Day 1 of Go Battle League. And this is just another Rock Slide. We don't have to shield that. We do resist that with our ground typing. Trying to make an aggressive swap into Lanturn, and they go into a Registeel. So shields are down on this end, on their end. This is okay for us. Gonna look to get off a Thunderbolt before they get off a potential Zap Cannon. And that does hit for neutral on us because we are water electric and we are very bulky. We can tank it. Does about 45-50% of our health, but we tank that all day, no problem. And because they got the debuff off with that, we're going to look to go right for the Hydro Pump. Both moves have stab and shields are down, so I'm thinking Hydro Pump will just about take it out, but doesn't because of that attack drop. We're going to let our Lanturn go down. We're okay. It did its job, got this Registeel extremely low, and we come in with Beedrill, but they switch lock themselves into their Galarian Stunfisk. Guys, that was a big mistake on their end. If you're that low on health, the best thing to do is to just let your Pokemon go down, but they've switch locked themselves, allowing us to get off some damage with our low health Whiscash. Gonna absolutely let this go. And this is effectively in drill run range. My goodness, say that 10 times fast. This is gonna nearly take out the Stunfisk and allow us to farm it down with triple resisted poison jabs. My goodness, that is gonna be a healthy farm, but it's gonna work to our advantage because that Gothitelle is a psychic type, and we do super effective with our bug type X-Scissor. We don't have to take that heavy, super effective confusion damage. This is more than enough to take out the Gothitelle, and that Registeel is very low. We farm it down with double resisted poison jabs. Holy smokes! Beedrill putting the team on his back, closing the game strong. You love to see it. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played to this battler. My goodness, guys, I think Gothitelle was enough spice to outspice our entire team. What a fun pick. That was so fun to see. You love to see it. Such a fun pick. And we are met with a Nidoqueen on the lead. So this is okay. We are resisting each other's fast move pressure, but we can hit them for super effective drill runs, and we do outpace to those drill runs. But they go Poison Fang, and they make an aggressive play in the Talonflame running Fire Spin. That completely threw us for a loop, so we kind of panic through this to collect our thoughts, and then we go into Lanturn. That did a decent amount of resisted damage. We resist everything that this Talonflame could possibly throw. We do not care. Brave Bird, not a big deal at all. We tank those all day, and we're going to look to farm this Talonflame all the way down. So we have loaded energy to threaten whatever comes back in, most likely the Nidoqueen, as Nidoqueen does have a very dominant matchup, and it is. So we're going to look to go straight for this Hydro Pump. This will either do loads of super effective damage or grab the shield. Either one is fine, and we're just going to look to build up again here. This is just a Poison Fang, not a big deal. Not going to shield anything from this Nidoqueen. We're going to just soak all this damage, and they make an aggressive play into Registeel. Holy smokes. Okay, so we're going to get off this heavy damage with a Hydro Pump. This will either grab the shield or do a lot of damage. They let it go because they can tank it, and we go into Beedrill because we're expecting a Zap Cannon, and we didn't want to get debuffed on our Whiscash, but they go Focus Blast on the bug poison type. Holy smokes, my goodness, I don't know what they're thinking there, but that's okay. We take it out with a drill run, and they've got that Nidoqueen left, and here we go. We accidentally clicked Lanturn, but it doesn't matter if they get ahead on energy because Whiscash absolutely dominates Nidoqueen. It is not particularly close, especially up a shield. This is a resisted Poison Fang. We resist that all day, not a problem. We just need to get to back-to-back Mud Bombs on this opposing Nidoqueen here. I'm going to throw up a shield here because why not? And we do get to the back-to-back Mud Bombs. This first one is definitely going to grab the shield. This poor Nidoqueen does not have a prayer because we've got the back-to-back. The second one will absolutely KO the Nidoqueen as it does super effective damage. And we say bye-bye Nidoqueen. A valiant effort, but a good game. Well played nonetheless. Oh man, what a crazy battle. That was amazing. Had a blast. Day 1 of Season 11 in the Great League. You'd love to see it. Had a blast. And we are met with a Walrein. Okay, so very neutral lead. This thing does outpace us. So what we're going to do is tank the first one and bank a move because we're making a team read. Walrein these days comes paired with Trevenant and Sableye in the back, could be a Deoxys in the back, so an X-Scissor locked and loaded would come in handy, we're thinking. So we make a play into our safe swap of Whiscash, and going to look to play this out here. They look to get off an Icicle Spear and make a play in the Trevenant, so there it is, okay. We're going to bait with a Mud Bomb, thinking that they want to perhaps flip switch advantage, but they called the bait. Holy smokes, guys, we could have one-shot that Trevenant. Oh my gosh. Oh, man, sometimes it pays to not bait, and it cost us there. We let our Whiscash go down because this is what Whiscash was intended for, to draw out a potential grass type so that Beedrill can come back in and clean it up so that Lanturn doesn't have to see it. And we do have back-to-back X-Scissors. They shielded the first one, and we're going to look to get off another one. And we could foreseeably farm down, but we're going to put all of our hope and faith into our Lanturn. Up a shield to close the game out for us. We're going to farm down this Trevenant with resisted sparks. Holy smokes. And expecting the Wall Rain to come back in, and it does. Going to look to get rid of it with a Thunderbolt. And we are going to see what they have left in the back. If they no shield, and that one-shots the Wall Rain. That is amazing. They've got Medicham in the back. Okay. All right, so wasn't sure how this would play out. Not familiar with the Lanturn Medicham matchup, but we are up a shield, and they're running Ice Punch. That is what saved us, guys. That is resisted. With our water typing, we just need to get off as many Thunderbolts as we can. They no shield the first one because they can. They have to shield up this next one here. And it's all up to our rank 1 Lanturn, guys. This is a rank 1 IVs to close this game out, guys. We got to withstand these counters and get to one last Thunderbolt to put the nail in the coffin in this Medicham matchup. They're just going to go straight Ice Punch because at this point that would KO, even being resisted. So we are going to shield both of these up, and we've got to make it to that Thunderbolt. We got to hang on. Oh my goodness, guys. Rank 1 Lanturn coming in clutch, making it to the Thunderbolt, and we take out the Medicham. Holy smokes, my goodness, guys. Who says IVs don't matter? My goodness, they definitely came in clutch in that matchup. And my goodness, Lanturn closing in emphatic, dominant fashion for the last game of the video. Oh man, that is the team, guys. Holy smokes. I had so much fun with this team. Day 1 in the Great League. I had a blast. And like I said at the beginning, it's not complete spice. I would say off meta. It's a nice off meta team. Because who wants to run hardcore hyper meta day 1, especially in the interlude season of season 11, guys. This is the season to have some fun. If there ever was a season to have some fun and let your hair down, this is definitely the season, as rankings, as we all know at this point, are not going to really matter as much as Niantic gets it together, and they are looking to repair the game. And I think that we can all praise them for that, to finally fix the bugs. So with day 1, with the interlude season, wanted to have a little fun with a nice off-meta team. Not complete spice, because all 3 of these Pokemon can definitely do some things in the Great League, especially as we saw in these battles today, guys. This team was amazing. Holy smokes. Oh, man, such a fun team. So I wanted to run Beedrill. And I was thinking about what to run with it. So I landed on this team. We've got 2 water types in the back. Both of the water types want nothing to do with grass types. And Beedrill is a very strong answer to the grass types that we may run into, being a bug poison type. We double resist grass type damage, and we can hit back with super effective poison jabs with our fast move pressure. And we've got the X Scissor as our fast activating charge move / bait move. And of course, this is a must on Beedrill, the Community Day move of Drill Run. Gives you excellent steal coverage, just in case you happen to find yourself aligned with one. And then you've got Whiscash on the safe swap. We all know that those groundwater types want nothing to do with the grass types. So you throw in Whiscash as the safe swap to perhaps draw out a potential grass type or a potential flyer. And that way Lanturn can come in. If it's a flyer, Lanturn can come in. If it's a grass type, Beedrill can come in and finish it off. And Lanturn covers Beedrill's weaknesses very well. Beedrill being weak to primarily flying. We don't see too many confusion users. Lanturn is an excellent answer to the flyers. Very fun team. Very strong off-meta team, I'm going to say, guys. If you want a fun team to run, you might just have one here, guys. I had a blast. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to give the video a like. That truly is the best way to really help this channel grow. And I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.